Didn't we? Good afternoon, Bellatini Art. Today we are, well, let me start with, I was working on this live with my friend Amy to try some gouache in portraits. So her face was based with gouache and then finished up with just a little bit of pencil. Moved on to her shirt. I actually, truly, honestly, really don't work well with Prisma because they hurt my hands, but I did try Prisma on her hair. And also here, I'm clearly not done, but I just wanted to show progress. Today is a different type of coloring day. We are going to start off with showing you. Oops, I forgot to bring this down. This picture here, which was transferred from the Klara Markova book. Hello, Lori. Welcome. The Klara Markova Fairy Touch. Our friend Michelle has been down and out, and I wanted to send her my own idea of what flowers are. So she handpicked this page yesterday, and with the help of Sarah, we got it transferred over to this page, which is a watercolor page. I apologize, I still have my supplies out from last night. And today what we're going to do is wood burn this page. And then once it's wood burned, then I will go back and watercolor it. And then send it off to Michelle so that she can keep it to help her with her recovery and her not feeling so well. Just as flowers do, but this way they don't have to die. Matter of fact, they're good for over 100 years. How about that?
Fantastic.
This idea of a flower will literally last hundreds of years. Everybody will die before the ink and all the things go away from this. Isn't that cool?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, my I have a runny hair in my mouth. I can't make stop. Okay, I am looking for a fatter clip so I can.
Hi, Lori.
Hold on to this.
A fat clip right there.
Oh, is it fat enough? I don't know if it's fat enough. I guess I can
That's the biggest we have.
Here we go. There we go. All right. So it's going to take me a second to get used to this thing because I haven't only used it, I think, one other time or a couple times now. And the tips are far different than my last wood burning tool. Oop, I got to get used to it because it's awkward for me because I'm so used to pencils, and it's not a pencil, but it is like a pencil. I put this big old fat grip thing on it and it comes with one because it really, really rubs and will give you a blister pretty fast. This machine is plugged into it's a machine over here. Looks like a dial. You plug it in and then it comes this cord. I can change out these tips. I bought the type that you can put in the interchangeable tips or just change out the little middle thing here. It's not a very convenient one because you got to unscrew everything and screw them back in when you change out your tip. But they also make them to where you can just pull them in and pull them out. Depends on how you want your setup. I chose this. So I'm going to grab this piece of paper and see how hot we are. So when I barely press down, it immediately starts to get hot. But the more I do this, I don't know if you can see this, but I'm going to bring you closer tonight because it's going to be easier for you to see the work I'm doing. Yeah. If I hold my pen, I'm going to call it pen, okay? I hold my pen here. Thank you for those thumbs ups. I appreciate it. And you push down. It's been sitting, so it's going to be darker. So it's like pencil pressure. You kind of have to know what to do. So the more I press down, it's like my tip is getting dull. So I'm not used to this tip. That's the hard part. So I have to figure out like how to use it. And so I'm just doing a little bit of practice here. And throughout the years where I have not been coloring, I've really dove into some different types of mediums. Wooding is one of them. I really like doing architectural wood burning. So, like looking at people's homes and, oh, hey, welcome, Amy. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, you found my tips? Yeah. Are these the tips? Or are these the tips to yours?
Those are yours.
Oh, bummer. Because I could definitely use like one of those, or
I can switch it out for you.
it's so hot and I don't want to wait for it to like cool down, But I'm all right with this. This is going to help me with my shading. So basically, we're going to get started here. This is a good time for us to do a lot of chatting because there's not any real techniques other than watching how I'm going to shade. I shade the same exact way in coloring as I do in with wood burning. I don't know that you should or shouldn't or anything like that, but I'm a serious noob when it comes to painting or wood burning paper, especially. But it's going to get pretty quiet on my end if people aren't talking to me. So hopefully you guys can tell me about your day. Tell me what you're working on, all those fun things. And I'm working on watercolor paint or watercolor paper, shall I say. And you see I'm getting started here. I'm not sure that any of this is interesting to you guys, but I'm excited to get this to Michelle. This is a lot of hours of work, a lot. When you're wood burning, it's probably best to have a little piece of paper or wood there to test out how hot it is, and also knowing that you should probably use different heat to work with paper versus wood. Each wood has a different softness, and paper has a different burn time on it. So, just things to think about. I would say it's most like working with alcohol markers. I've never done anything this detailed, so wish me luck on it. And it's so cute. Our youngest son, I got him one of these kits because he was like wanting to do art, but wasn't really enjoying like truly like the drawing aspect of it. He wasn't really getting all the color theory and all that stuff that you got to do to come up with things. So I bought him a wood burning kit, and he loved it so much that he bought me one because he wanted to wood burn with me. And at first, I was like, I'm not really interested in doing wood. I did a few of them, and really enjoyed it. Like right behind me, I have a charcuterie board I did with like a mountain scene and covered it with watercolor. So I have done a few of them, but I have really enjoyed Hello Michelle. I am now working on their page. Um, yeah, I don't know. It's like it's a different type of art and it acts different. Thank you so much for being here, friends. Thank you for those thumbs up. I appreciate them. They really help. Where did that come from?
I know the garage.
So careful. I'm gonna burn myself. It hurts. It's hot.
Are you enjoying getting back into that?
Yeah. It's fun for sure. I've always enjoyed this. It takes a different type of concentration from me.
Mm.
I have to concentrate on not burning myself, so I have to think harder.
Mm-hmm.
I already burnt myself.
Oh, babe.
But I love the effect that it gives. It gives it this old vintage feel.
Yeah.
Something I don't know if our pencils can do,
Yeah.
or other supplies.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the actual reason I got into it. I watched YouTube videos about people that burned on paper. And I was like, oh my gosh, I can only imagine how many images that I have to practice with, you know?
Mhm.
And so that one right there, what's her name? Camellia does something or other. She does I forgot the name of them. You have some other books.
The cute
monsters.
Yeah,
one.
Yeah.
That one. That was my first attempt at it. That one. I also did some. What is that one gal? Kim really likes her. Cutesy little girls, usually dressed up in different costumes or different whatever.
Mm.
I said I had the little book. at some one point.
Mm.
I did one of those on wood.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not finished with it. It's still out there.
Mm. Do you want a piece of wood?
Do I need it?
Do you want it for your tip, like to?
Yeah, that would be great.
Here you go. It's big, but I can get a smaller piece if you want a smaller piece.
Yeah, that would be. Okie dokie. How are you doing, Amy?
How's your mom?
How's your mom?
Here you go.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. And I feel like some of this might be helpful too.
Oh, yeah. So I can scratch off the crud.
Yeah. She got to go home today. Oh, that's
Oh my
great.
goodness. Is she going to be comfortable there?
Yes, my niece is here. She's happy to be home.
We used the backside of the paper on accident.
Oh no.
Or the bumpy sides on here.
Do you need me to
No,
redo
it'll
it?
be fine. I'm not redoing it. That's nuts. It'll work.
Okay.
It's just there's no texture. And it's not like the super absorbent side of the picture.
Right. Does that help though with burning?
Not necessarily because the cotton's on this side. So it kind
Takes
of
it better.
smolders out differently. Hello to everyone that's here. Feel free to say hello or ask questions. I think I'll move over to this side so you don't see my noviceness on just one side as I remember how to do this. Move over to this side too.
We have a little bit of blue sky, a little sliver.
Yeah, we're about to get
Gnarly storm.
a flood warning going on. I'm gonna turn this off right now. I wish this had a
Slower speed.
slow, medium, high type thing, but it's just like
Full forge.
just keep going. Go ahead and blow out the house. It's wonderful. It's a charcoal filter, and it helps with like the smoke, because the smoke it's not good to breathe, and two, it really dries your eyes out. And considering I already suffer from severe dry eye, it's tough on me.
Leave the window open, which is going to pull some of it out.
Yeah, that's why I feel like I can turn it off right now. And it's not smoking too much right now, so sometimes it can get really smoky. Like you can see all the smoke like coming on the page and stuff like that. Right now, it's not happening. Anyway, I'm in love with this tool. The one I had before was just fine. It just wouldn't stay consistent with heat. And it was really difficult to like do line work. One day I could be like those other wood burners that literally just make the most incredible work ever. I've been working on the youngest son. I've been working on his longboard skateboard um, image on that for a while now, and I'm just at the point where I'm going to add some paint to it because I'm not okay with just the wood on it.
Welcome back, Michelle.
Welcome back, Michelle. How are you feeling today? Probably worn out. I can only imagine. It was fascinating, huh, sir?
It is fascinating to me. I really enjoy watching it. I am still in ICU waiting on a bed in regular ward. Well, that's nice that they're fixing a movie out of ICU.
Are
That's
you
good.
able to walk on your own, or do you need a nurse when you have to? Or can you yet? Do they have you up and exercising yet?
I'm dealing better, just got the blues.
Yeah. Well, we're here for you, friend. I'm making you a picture here. That's exciting, right? She's like, I don't want that thing.
Amy thought Michelle was at her house.
Michelle.
Like, that Michelle was home.
Oh, no, she's in the hospital.
Need someone with me. I stood up, walking or wobbled, LOL, to the chair.
Yeah, I bet you're really weak right now. And I'm sure getting from one place to another is really a force of nature trying to catch that breath while you're doing it. But you can do it, Michelle. You can. It was really difficult to have a breathing issue and a heart issue.
She said yes.
Just keep trying. You don't have to be perfect. You just keep trying at it, okay? And each day will get a little bit better, and some days you'll be sore. But we just take our time.
I don't know if you've seen the update in the chat. Sorry for mentioning it again.
For what?
I'll check. Oh, wait, the update in this chat?
Oh, in our Instagram?
She said it was caused by congestive heart failure.
Yes, I told that. And you gotta take care of yourself, young lady. And I mean young lady, like you have so much. I'm just thankful, Michelle.
I will definitely.
And I appreciate that. What do they call that stuff that gets built up on here?
Carbon.
Carbon, thank you. That's where you have to kind of use a little fine piece of
Sandpaper.
sandpaper. I worked on my portrait again last night. I darkened some areas on her face. And what else?
You finished it.
No, I didn't finish it.
The face and the hair.
You were scared. I bet you were. And I said that to you. I can only imagine how scared you are right now. Losing control over major organs is it's not the day you want to experience, you know. And you're strong, Michelle, and you're very loved, and you have a ton of support, at least right here, in living better and living for purpose and living for intent. And I'm just really honestly thankful you're with us still, because I was really not okay. And I'll lose my friend Michelle. I said, who's going to make me laugh every day? You say the craziest things and it makes me flip and laugh. It's really funny. Bet you were. All hugs, Michelle.
One nurse took my baby doll walk through the ward. And she said, I love you guys.
I love you too, Michelle. Sorry, I have really low energy today. I'm still like kind of left over from yesterday. Now that all the family drama is done, I can actually start to heal.
Yeah.
I really appreciate Keely for keeping us in the loop. I really do, because like I would have been like had no way to know that anything happened to you, Michelle. And so I truly appreciate Keely. Appreciate everyone for being here and keeping Michelle company. She's got to be lonely in there.
No.
So I don't know if you guys know this, but Sarah and I have tattoos on our hands. I don't know if you can see it, but I have a watercolor palette, and Sarah has the canvas on her arm. Oop, further. It's there. And so when we hold hands, you can see the palette and the canvas. And this palette reminds me of that.
It does.
We got that on Sarah's birthday one year. We went to the coast and just wildly said, let's go get tattoos, and did.
Yeah.
We had been talking about it. It wasn't like we were just willy-nilly with it, but we did willy-nilly it with who did it. And it's just a faith that we took, and it was a fun experience.
It was.
We were there till like it was like 1 a.m. or something.
That's the longest
tattoo experience
for how small of a tattoo it is.
It was. And also, just so you guys know, Sarah's fully sleeved on one side, and she's got a regular sleeve on the other. And she's got like a ton of tattoos throughout her whole body. I don't even know how many she has. How many do you have? A lot. I think you told me one time. But she's fully tattooed, so for us it's like forever. I mean, she has an extremely detailed sleeve, and I'm just imagining in my head while I was sitting there, this should take like 15 minutes. We were there from like 1 o'clock in the afternoon until 1 o'clock in the morning, getting 2 little baby tattoos. But the guy was nervous. The moment that he saw Sarah's work, he was like, oh crap, I'm not good enough. It instantly sat on his pride, and you could tell that he was nervous and scared, and I don't blame him, because the work on her arm, all of her work is just gorgeous, and I would be absolutely intimidated as an artist to pick up where someone else left off.
Yeah.
But that's got to be nerve-wracking on every account, not just on Sarah's beautiful work. That's how I saw it. I was like, get on with you, man.
Right. You're a tattoo artist. You're going to see it.
You got to build your confidence there. You have to stand in the arena with everybody.
Michelle said she's getting a ladybug.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Amy. Yes, Lori, I'm feeling better. I wouldn't say I'm 100%, but I'm definitely climbing forward.
You're definitely better than you were yesterday.
Yeah.
Days for Sarah have been pretty rough. That happens though sometimes. You guys, her job is tremendously stressful.
Hi, Keely.
Welcome, Keely.
Can you guys hear us?
What do you mean, and here we go? What does that mean?
Probably the freezing. We have full internet.
It's just the time where everybody's finished with their church day and everybody's sitting down for dinner, and they're like, oh, let me check all the things.
They can hear us now.
Okay. Hey, Michelle. Hugs, gentle hugs. And Michelle, please don't toot this time. I'm just kidding. Oh, thanks, Keely. That made me laugh.
Your phone's on airplane and no Wi-Fi.
Cool.
Okay. I think.
Is it the TV in the bedroom?
Maybe. I'll check it. This Wi-Fi is off. Yeah, TV is off.
What if I did this with a curvy Rosanus?
Oh, that'd be incredible, but I don't want to be the one to trace it.
Who else is going to trace it for me? Oh my gosh, I need a new tracer.
No, I would trace it for you. I totally would. I don't mind tracing. Especially when it's going to be wood burn like. What's it called? Like pyrography?
Pyrographics?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
So does that make you a pyrographist?
If you can consider that,
Don't know what it's called.
I don't consider myself any type of artist per se. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Lori, I did that. The whole thing, traced it last night.
Kind of funny. We were like looking at it like a puzzle, trying to like, where's Waldo? Trying to make sure we had all the lines.
Yeah.
Well, now that Sarah won't trace anything, my my wood burning career is over.
Oh. I will totally do it for you again.
It shows would say on my resume ex-pyro graphic artist due to the lack of tracing abilities.
Oh my gosh, I absolutely love this style of art. So good. Oh, thank you, Lori. She said that's incredible and impressive.
What is?
That I traced it.
Oh yeah, I'm telling you, Sarah's got talent. It's the reason why I married her. She's amazing. She gets all the gold stars.
You're my gold star queen.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I just stand there and on your side. And,
You look pretty. You
well, I don't know if I look pretty,
yes,
but
you support me.
Oh yeah,
And you love me.
Well, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
But I just stand there and just watch you do all the cool things. Well, you do a lot of cool things I cannot do. I don't have the attention to detail. I mean, it seems oxymoron because here I am being like super detailed, right? But I don't have to be precise. That's the difference. If I have to be precise, I literally lose every artistic thing in my body.
Well, and that's where
you really do well.
I am more precision, but I struggle with that freeness, that looseness. We'll make a good team.
I think so. So far, so good. So far, so great. I wouldn't want any other partner in this entire world.
Mm-hmm. My nurse's name today was Jess.
Aww. Did you tell her how cool she was? Some of these lines, I really need a different tip, so I might have to change out my tip. I don't have a one of those flathead. I used to have one in my drawer, remember?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to turn this off for a second. I just need to turn it down. I just need to turn it off. Let it cool because I need a different tip. I'm going to look
the
through
nice
my
thing
tips.
is that this cools down really quick compared to your other one.
Okay. So these are the tips. It is so little. What is that?
Here. You want this one?
I might need that.
This is one you've used before.
Yeah. Is this the only one?
Yeah, in here.
It might be this one that I like. Because I can see there's this one. It's like she's going to stab me. I was thinking of this one because I can do a lot of fine tip with it. And then I can come back and shade with the other ones. I'm going to try this one first. I may not like it, but that's too round for me to cut those corners.
Okay. I'll perform surgery here in just a minute.
Thank you. I'm going to need a little baby container now for these. because I ripped that bag open. All right, so one of the candies that we were talking about the other night, we're talking about favorite candies. Gummy bears are definitely a favorite of mine, but they're so much of a favorite of mine. They belong in their own category. So when someone says, "Do you like what's your favorite candy?" I don't really go to gummy bears because for me, gummy bears exist on their own. So here's my gummy bears, my gummy bear lineup. These people are about to become the yummiest creatures in the world. How about that? Oh, I'm such a weirdo. I'm such a weirdo. Sarah's gonna come back right now. She's looking for a thing. Yeah, yummy. I bet you they're giving you a saltless meal, Michelle. Probably don't get any salt in your food. Yeah, I love gummy bears. Yeah, you're not allowed to have so many things. Who ate my? No. He's here. I kept him. Where is he? Where did he go? He's on my desk now somewhere. He's here. It's going to be Sarah if that's the case, because I put him up here and said, we're keeping him. And she looked at me like, you're keeping an M&M? Oh my gosh. I'm so mad if he's gone. Sarah. Okay, Keely, I promise you, we kept him. They're going to get you on, are they managing diabetes right now? No, I'm serious, though. We really did keep it. It's up here. We arranged our entire other half of our studio last night, which is honestly, what a night last night. I think we were up until the sun came up, but we got 2 more shelving units up yesterday, the TV up. I even started to paint the refrigerator that's in here. I got some things organized. It actually is, oh, perfect. Thank you. She just found this for me too. This is one of my favorites. Favorites. I'm so off camera. Do something about that while you're gonna do all the other things. How was that?
Which one?
Is
this one?
better? Yeah, because I'm gonna do the lines. See if that helps me with my lines. Where's the duck that I put up there? Remember the chocolate duck? Keely's chocolate duck?
Oh, Remy probably ate it. Or
Oh my gosh.
It fell in the drawer, maybe.
No, I checked the drawer. But he was up there before we were moving all the stuff. And Keely wanted to know which one of us ate her duck. And I said it was not me.
Definitely wasn't me.
I didn't eat it. And if Remy ate it, we're all
Here you go.
deep bandini. I've never used a tip like this. It looks like an ironing board. Can you guys see that? You ever met anyone that has a mole in the center of their or in their hand? I have.
Well, Amy's tired of leaves.
Yeah, I don't have diabetes. That's excellent. So they'll put you on for your heart. You have to have like a less salt diet and sweets and all that stuff.
No, I
I
mean,
imagine part of going through the rehab of all of that they're going to help you with a nutrition too. If not, Michelle, ask for one. I'm waiting for it to warm back up.
is it gonna work?
Yeah, I don't know. It looks like it. Looks like it's going to help me with shading. Me and my oldest grandson in the same place in the middle of our left hand. Really? Mine's on my right hand. And when I was younger, this is a true story of mine. When I was younger, I was thoroughly embarrassed of it because kids are so cruel, right? Ew, you've got poop on your hand. Ew, you're gross. They would say weird things. So I walked around cupping my hand all the time so that people couldn't see it. True fact about me. Who am I kidding? I mean, kids aren't just mean, adults are mean too. You ever been in a situation in your life where you just want to be the most petty person and truly not give a living baloney about the repercussions? This is cheese. It's scaring me. I know what it was that you were handing me. I was pretty upset when I grew up and learned just kids. My God, Lori, you're so right. Those mean kids, those mean girls, those mean kids, they don't grow up. One of the things that I commonly say is that I won't know the type of parent I was until my son is about 40, give or take. Because that's when we really stop giving like a literal crap about things and people and how they view us. And we often start living like a little bit more for ourselves. And Laura, you can tell me if I'm wrong. But I know that for my own truth, that I didn't really know who I was until somewhere between 30 and 40 years old, closer to 40. But that's not really true because I kind of knew myself the entire time. I was just trying to fit in with everyone else for the sake of being left out. And so now, at past 40 years old, I now know that my thought theory on raising children could probably be true because I didn't know that I was this affected, shall I say, by my childhood, even though I had great coping skills and managed myself so well for what I went through. And I do toot my horn on that. To really realizing you don't understand how much something can affect you.
Yeah. So true.
And I am finding myself truly for probably the first time in my life feeling a feeling of wanting revenge. I've never felt this before.
Mm-hmm.
It isn't a logical thought and it's nothing that will ever happen.
Mm-hmm.
But I've never felt myself actually want someone else to feel my pain. That's weird. That's a weird feeling, guys.
No.
Like I've told you guys before, like on my channel, this is me.
No.
There's no fake Jess here. This is me every day of my life. And I'm not planning on putting on a persona of something I'm not anymore. And I am deeply affected by other people's choices. And I've just realized with, my brother and the events that happened as his life was ending, you are sometimes leaving life into those mean little kids' hands. And because they are adults, they are much powerful with that pain. So be really selective as to who you have in your life. Just honestly know that who you have in your life is your choice. And the amount of pain or agony they bring is your choice. You're allowed to say no thank you and gracefully bow out. And you do not have to absorb negative things in your life because they're family. I will get off my soapbox with it, guys. But I will tell you, please listen, because we get one life. And you should enjoy it. Like doing art. Heck, do you know how many people tell me in my life I've wasted so much time doing art? Have you ever been told that? That's all you do. That's all you do. You ever been told that? Well, in my world, anytime I've been going through a crisis, art has healed me. So here I am, healing, just like the rest of us. Yeah.
Someone used to tell me that wasting the way making art.
Someone used to tell me that wasting the way.
Oh, wasting my life.
Oh yeah, I get you, Michelle. Yeah, I've had that same. I grew up in a time, Michelle, and you're same, pretty much same. She's like the same. Wouldn't I call her the same age group? She's only like 3 years older than me, or 4.
Probably, yeah.
I don't know how old we all are on here, and frankly, it doesn't matter, with the exception of we just grew up with different cool factors, because we're all human. But I think in mine and Michelle's life, art was looked at very much like for only special people. Like either you were special as in you're talented, or you're special as in like you're stupid. And it wasn't taken seriously. We were supposed to be dreaming about a corporate job. We weren't supposed to be dreaming about having, a ceramic shop or paint by numbers business. We weren't allowed to dream of those things. We were supposed to be dreaming of computer work. And it was a huge thing of mine and Michelle. So I don't know how many of us are in that age group, right? But we grew up as if this is a crime for us to be sitting here as adults enjoying art together.
Well, it was the same for me.
You feel that?
Yeah, because art, I was always told you can't make a living off art.
Right. I can see that coming up in your life.
Yeah.
But your parents are not too far off from me either. So they had that same mentality. And I worked really hard to not give, like, the boys any opinion. Neither here nor there. I just wanted them to be subjected to their experiences so they can make their own choices as to what and who they would become. Because, I mean, Lord knows that my career did nothing but crush my soul.
Yeah.
Your career is doing nothing but crushing your soul.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like they definitely, we'd get art kits or like art stuff.
Sure,
but
they're very much. One thing I'll say about Sarah's parents is they 100% go in on what you guys are interested in.
There was just no concept of going to school for art.
Yeah, you couldn't become an entrepreneur.
It was like you need a career you can rely on. Or whatever.
Show up at. Yeah, show up to. Basically, where somebody else is paying the bills for you to be able to go to work. That's what it essentially means. Because people working at places of employment, they are building somebody else's business. That's all they're doing.
Lori said we didn't have computers yet. LOL, art was appreciated.
See, and that's what I'm saying. My age group, they literally just shoved the freaking computer and typing down your throat. Like you are nothing if you can't type fast. Nothing.
Michelle said, my mom always said if I wanted to color to go for it. My dad just didn't want me to sit around all the time.
What would he have rathered you do? I mean, I get it. We have to find the balance because art does, make our bodies a little bit lazy. We're not out there exercising. We're not out there like doing those things. But like what were you supposed to do? What would he have wanted you to do? Because Sarah did do that. Sarah played tons of sports and she still craved art, right? You think if it was an option for you to give up all those sports to do art classes or, whatever, would you have done that, or would you have done the sports still?
Well, I got the art classes through school.
Yeah.
Because I took them every semester, every quarter. Like I would have at least one art class.
Yeah. Meaning if you had to give up one or the other, which one as a teenager would you have given up?
Honestly, probably art, because there's an art in the sport,
Mm-hmm.
and the sport teaches so much beyond just how to play a sport.
Yeah.
That I probably would have given up art to play.
That's understood.
That's a really good question.
Mm-hmm. What about you guys? What would you have given up?
Is that tip working better for you?
In aspects.
Okay.
What I really want, I want to be able to do round circles, and I want to be able to have a stylus point, some kind of tool like that. That would be perfect. A round tipped ball, and be able to also create like lines. I gotta look at the tips and see what they have out there. They may have.
Nope.
God. Help.
Lori said she didn't have an interest in art.
Okay. Yeah, I remember you telling us that like this is kind of like your new. This is like your found in art, right? How do you say that, Sarah? Like she just
she's discovering it.
Yeah,
like
maybe she just now. Maybe you did. I mean, there's so many reasons why we don't do what we don't do until we do. I don't know if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I really love about wood burning is that I don't have 1,000 supplies I'm using. I don't have to keep picking up, putting down. This is also a brand new tool to me.
Yeah, you're still really learning the ins and outs of that specific one.
Mm-hmm.
I can bring my tips for my other one.
I don't know if do they work on this?
Well, I don't know if these tips were for this one.
Oh.
Okay. It's working.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I'm sure that the metals are the same, right?
I would think so to some extent.
I think the big deal is that this machine is consistent with heat.
Mm-hmm.
Is the big deal, and then do you prefer your tips like this or plug-in style?
Yeah. Lori said, well, 10 years ago, but yes, coloring the only art I do. Michelle said, some people have no interest in art at all, and that's okay.
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
And Keely said, I wanted to do photography, but in order to do that, your freshman year, you would have to draw, and I cannot draw to save my life. Interesting. In perspective?
Yeah. I took photography and can't draw either. However, after high school, I took some private classes. I really wanted to be a photographer.
Yeah, you did.
I really thought that I would have been a photographer. Like I really would have. I bet you there's people in this life, the younger me, they would have bet I was a photographer right now. Tell them what we did yesterday in here.
What we did yesterday?
Yeah, like how much more we got organized in here.
Oh, yeah. Did so much. Got our calyxes up in here. We have a lot more storage.
We have twice the storage in here now. And we'll have more to go. Like we have like a whole section on the other side that shares the closet that we have to get organized.
Yeah.
And that part over, so it's like I have a little wall on my side. Sarah has a little wall on her side. And like that's where we can like put up our own like art or things that inspire us. So I've already started decorating my space, but Sarah has to move like our 3D printer and stuff like that. It's just really honestly cool because art brings people together just the same way sports does. I mean, not the same way, but in a way.
You know, I don't know where my tips are.
You don't?
Nope, I think I've lost them.
They're somewhere. Before we moved the other studio, they were out there.
Yeah, they were.
So they're here somewhere. We just have to research it, I guess. Remember?
Yeah.
I love when I really love when the I think that's mom texting. Mine. I really love when I can get like the right temperature and it does a line and it burns the paper just so much that it adds a hue to it. It's so satisfying, and I think that's what honestly keeps me going, and I want to keep like doing it because I'm like, I'm going to do that again. I'm going to do that again. I think for me, art is also very, very difficult, and I want to keep. It's such a huge challenge for me that I feel like I want to be stronger in it. I'm like I want to be in that cool kids club. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And I realize how much control I now have over what I enjoy and how much like how much of it I need or want in my life, you know?
Mm-hmm. Can you say anything to her?
Just say I love you.
Did you see what else she wrote?
I think I saw some of it.
Okay.
I'm sure she was quite miserable.
Mm-hmm.
All I know is we should just do what we want to do in life. Take care of ourselves and do what we want to do. How about that?
Yep.
How about them apples?
Remy. No. Yes, I agree. Keely said, if I ever win the lottery, I'll buy a good camera, top-notch camera, and teach myself.
Keely, what kind of camera do you have?
And Michelle said, do you color your picture after? Yes, Michelle, she will.
Michelle, your picture will be watercolored after.
Keely said, right now, I only have the camera on my iPhone.
So I don't know if you know this, Keely. You may already know this. I thought I was the coolest person in the world when I found this out. But even on a very basic level, Apple does free. If you have an iPhones, oh gosh, dang, if you have an Apple store close enough to you, they do classes on photography and on video making for your iPhone. They're free and you can sign up for them as many times as you want. They actually have mini iPhone classes.
Hmm.
They'll actually take you into local stores around them or around areas and show you the different settings in your camera to help you even just get started with your iPhone. There are many iPhone photographers out there. I didn't know that.
Keely said, "That's awesome. I may look into that. Thank you for telling me, Jess." And Amy said, "Repeat that, please, Jess."
Okay. Here local, we have an Apple store. It's a pretty big Apple store, and it's inside of a mall. And it's an outside mall, so it's really cool. I signed up for the classes. I think I took the photography class first, and then I took the video making class with my iPhone. And I just signed up, I went, and then when we got there, the instructor talks about the different features on your phone. And then as they teach you out your features, you take simple pictures. They show you on their phone how it re-edited or retaken. And then they took us over to anthropology and they had us pick out objects and take pictures of them, and then showed in the settings how we can change things and make them look professional. But I had a really good experience, and I've taken professional photography classes, um, like extended education, not through like formal
Do you
education.
want to come cuddle? Come here.
So
Come in here.
I felt like I gained a ton of understanding just in that to create simple things for social media.
Hey.
And that's what I was out to learn from it is how can I create better content media? And I was doing pretty dang good there for a while. I mean, I do have some nice cameras, and I've had in the past a very nice studio setup and things like that. But life has me in a different position that I won't be able to really do that type of stuff much, at least for right now. But I tell you right now that if I had the time on my hands that I have today and an able body, I probably would be a photographer again. And I say again because I've worked in a portrait studio also. Not for a long time, but I did. And it was nice. It was fun. Getting to know people and preserving memories for them was awesome. What is interesting is what makes a good photographer isn't the camera, it's the eye, how you perceive something.
Amy said, "Hubby is looking it up. Thanks, Jess. I didn't know that. Wow, I need them classes."
Yeah,
And
there's
Keely said, "Me too, Amy."
so many resources out there that, that's why the art community is so cool, is because you get to learn those things. You're hanging out with people that are so desperate to learn something, and they'll go find things. I took a chance and looked up free stuff. But you know what? I didn't know that either. I'm trying to figure out how I think I was I was at the Apple store getting a new Apple phone because mine broke. And I didn't know how to do some sort of feature that the guy was saying. Well, just click blah 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 blah, and I'm like, wait, whoa, I don't know what that means. And he's like, well, it looks like you're trying to figure out like a lot of like video production stuff. I was like, yeah. He's like, well, You should sign up for our classes. I was like, what? What did you say? How much are they? Free? Oh my gosh. The other really cool thing is you take them more than once, right? Because you may get different instructors that have different tips or different understanding or different perspectives. That's my thought process on it. You may walk out learning the exact same thing you already learned because they have some sort of probably conversation they're supposed to have. But the person's perspective could be different each time. Is the guy coming along?
Yes.
He's got paint all over his fingers.
He does.
Oh my gosh.
It's adorable.
It's adorbs. This helps so much with the fine lines.
Good.
This thing like goes right into the pencil crevice and just follows it.
Nice.
Hims is cute.
So cute. Have you done that directly in a coloring book?
Yes.
Did you feel like you had similar results?
No. Yes. Yes. The answer is yes. I just think I had to be more careful with my pressure
Mm-hmm.
because you have to like the best paper to use on this is 100% cotton because the cotton's going to burn like warm.
Mm-hmm.
There's a whole, information life out there on this stuff too, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't studied it enough, honestly, but I do know that watercolor paper is best, and I have used other paper. It just depends on the burning time of the paper, right?
That makes sense.
Also, sometimes like your photography stores can also have some inexpensive photography classes. You can go into the photography stores and just talk with them. They'll geek out with you. They'll like start talking about how to do this and how to do that. And if you're not someone that gets intimidated by asking questions, like that was a massive resource for me.
Michelle, I'm not sure what FB means.
Facebook.
What about it?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. Amy says, is everyone else coloring or watching? What's everyone doing? And Lori said she's coloring. Sarah's sitting here on quiet dog patrol.
I'm coloring with fire.
Yeah, you are. Keely said she's watching.
Is it interesting or is it too slow? I have to keep picking up my thumb because it's hot right here if I press down too hard. There are a lot of pyrographic artists on TikTok. A lot. So if you enjoy this art, it's a good place to hang out, watch lives, ask questions. The people that do this art, they're pretty passionate about it. They're very, very like welcoming with asking questions. How many of you guys are on Lemonade? Or do you even know what it is?
Lemonade sounds so good.
Lemonade.
Oh my gosh, old fashioned lemonade.
I'm just gonna picture it being a nice summer day with some like yummy, like full of ice lemonade. But I think from like a burger joint, like on the side of the road type, like freeway burger style.
Ugh. Is Freeway Burger open on Sundays?
No.
I'm really surprised they stayed open all year round.
How do you say that? Can you do me a favor?
Mm-hmm.
Can you grab a little bit of footage for this?
Yes, babe. Just a moment. I just tried to look up Freeway Burger instead of the actual place it's called.
We have this
Every time I do it.
We have this small mom and pop's burger stand that's literally like we live probably 10 miles in from the freeway, and it's called like some two people's names. I don't know, Joe and Pam or something. I don't know. And I can't for the life of me remember. It needs to go up and down. Yeah.
That's how it is. Oh no, it's
It
not.
has to go the other way.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Portrait lock, and then it will.
I didn't know what the heck the name of the place was, but for the longest time, I was like, Sarah, why don't we ever eat there? Why don't we ever eat there? One day, I think it was you and I, or did Luke and I go and try it?
You and I first. And then
it needs to be like this.
Why is it not
You
doing
need
it?
to do it this way.
I've portrait locked.
I don't need it in portrait.
I've locked it so it stays up.
You
and
have
down.
to hold your camera this way.
Yeah, such good burgers.
I don't know what I was saying. I'm in the middle of a thought. So then I literally didn't know. So it's 10 miles from the freeway to our little town. And I used to say, hey, Sarah, once I tried it, I want the freeway burger place. And now it's become permanently called Freeway Burgers because it's literally on the off ramp to come towards our town.
And it's the only place to get food until you get into our town.
Yeah. From the freeway.
Yeah.
It is interesting because you can feel where it's been burnt, it has texture. And when you go over the burnt areas, it feels different with my tool. It's a really good sensory type exercise. Here comes the rain. Is that rain or just that's the refrigerator?
Sounds like rain. Smells like rain.
Yeah, I think it's coming. guess we're supposed to
Acts like rain.
get
Must
some
be
flooding.
rain.
Must be rain. Welcome back, Eeyore.
Hi, Robin.
Welcome, Robin.
Lori said, "Oh, don't get me started with the camera lock position."
That's it's difficult. And honestly, those are things that if you go to Apple, they can help you learn. You just say, "Look, this is what's happening when I'm trying to do this with my camera," and they should have a resource for you. And if you make an appointment with somebody at Apple, you can write down all of your questions and all of your needs, and they will just sit there and help you through it all. That way you don't have to be afraid. They can like download all the apps for you. Like they can help you with everything.
Robin says, "I saw wood burning once before. Is what you're doing transferring from the paper to the wood?" That's a good question.
Great question. I'm actually just wood burning onto the paper.
So paper burning.
I'm paper burning. But paper is wood. So it's a tree. But I do this on wood. But tonight what I'm doing is doing this on watercolor paper because, well, 100% watercolor paper, not just synthetic or anything like that. And not all papers are created equal for this, but I'm going to decorate this page and I'm sending it to Michelle like I would send flowers to her, but at least these flowers don't have to die. You know, it's like art flowers. Yeah, that's how I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Permaflowers.
Permaflowers. So she can have her perma friends doing her perma stuff.
Lori said, "I don't have an Apple, but I seriously think I have it figured out this time. Fingers crossed."
Okie dokie. I am all about the Apple world because we have Apple computers, Apple iPads, Apple phones. And once you're set up with everything Apple, your life is 1,000 times easier. But doesn't mean, I don't know, everyone has different devices, but it makes it really easy for social media and also like content creating to have all Apple products.
Lori's Android, yeah?
Yeah. She was selling us just Android, and I know nothing about them.
Michelle said, "You're actually saying that to me?"
What?
About the flowers, probably.
Oh.
And the perma friends.
Did I say something wrong?
No, I don't think so. I think it was just like, "Oh, you're actually."
What do you mean? I
should be quiet about it.
Oh, you meaning like as if it's a surprise? No. Who gets to watch their bouquet be made? Nobody. I mean, that's a cool thing, right?
Yeah. And Robin said, "Love Apple devices."
Yeah. Yeah. High five. High five, Robin.
Oh, she meant to say, "Are you actually sending it to me?"
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We'll get an address. I think I may have your old address.
But don't put it in the chat. We'll get it from you later.
Yeah.
Michelle said, "OMG."
That's why I had you pick it out yesterday, you little silly. I told you yesterday I was sending this to you. Did you think I was just like making it up?
Thank you so very much. I was present for that live.
Mm-hmm.
High five, Jess, from Robin.
Thanks. I really appreciate people that are willing to give high fives. It says something about their character to me. And you meet those people in life that are like, nah, I don't do high fives. I'm like, why?
Yeah,
What does that mean?
that's true. Michelle said, my brother will kill me if I put my address public.
Oh, we'd never ask you. Don't you ever. Oh my goodness gracious.
And she said, OMG typo. I meant to say I would treasure it for life.
Oh my gosh.
It's all good, Michelle. Go easy on yourself.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I have a mission to do baby portraits of all of our nieces and nephews and all of our little biddies in our life. I want to do that. And if I have to preserve them and wait for them to get older to give them to them, then maybe I do that. Or somehow the parents or whatever, I don't know. But it's something that's on my heart to do.
It's okay. It's okay.
And a really good excuse to continue my skill set in that.
Okay. Good boy. Good job.
That's my art goal right now. My coloring goal is to learn how to do backgrounds. And what was my other one? Backgrounds and
I don't know. I thought it was just backgrounds.
Oh, I had another thing. God, Ruger, enough. Enough, buddy. Come on. Oh my goodness.
You guys, I'm so sorry.
Oh. He's gonna lower that tone as he hears his mom come out there. He's like, ruff, ruff. Oh my goodness. What do you do about all these barking dogs? There's not a time of the day that they won't stop barking. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, Amy. I'm sorry. That's probably so annoying. So when I get done, Michelle, maybe perhaps you can decide if you want it watercolored or if you just like the wood burning of it. Okay? I always get nervous when I scoot over to another character doing this. Isn't that funny? I don't care about it when I use other mediums. Thank you so much for those thumbs, those likes. Thanks for being here in the comments and hanging out with me, getting to know each other, building a community. Mm-hmm. So yeah, if I come down the shadow right here, I'm gonna make his little booty a little more bootylicious instead of just round it out. So you just come in darker here. Give him a little pop. This cute little booty. Can you see that at all? No, you guys can't see anything I'm doing. Isn't that awesome? So excited. Stuff is so sticky, it's gross. It doesn't want to stay on. You want watercolor? Okay. Can you guys see that better? No. It's just so bright. There. How's it going?
What's going on here, baby?
It's a little bit warm in here, yeah?
Yeah.
I also have this hot thing on me that I'm holding.
We'll turn the heat down. Would you like a drink?
Yes, please. I already drank my Gatorade.
Good.
Michelle decided she wants me to watercolor after. She may change her mind when she's done. When I'm done with this.
I do think that watercolor looks so good with
It is,
woodburn.
because I don't put it everywhere.
It's beautiful. I have some fried fries in the fryer.
Ah, that sounds good.
I can always tell when I need a Gatorade.
How? Because how it tastes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's not slimy for me when I need it.
Yeah. It's like crisp and cold and comfortable.
Yeah.
This thing is so sticky. I'm going to keep taking it back off because it's sticky.
Mm.
And oh my gosh.
Needy little boogers. Did I tell you I had biscuit and gravy scrambled eggs for breakfast? Oh my gosh, Michelle.
Stop it.
Oh, I could get down on some biscuits and gravy.
Yeah.
Would you like to have that for dinner?
Yeah, that's an option.
Yeah?
Sure. I think I'm gonna say no to that. Or do we have sausage?
No, I'll need to go to the store.
Okay.
That biscuits and gravy I made at the tiny house.
Mm-hmm.
I wish that you felt better so you could have experienced it.
Yeah.
It was so
I'm gonna
good.
experience it tonight, right?
Yeah. So good. I think it was just like regular sausage we used last time, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Breakfast sausage, I think.
Yeah.
I think
It was
we actually
like-
just use the little links.
Whatever we found at that Dollar General.
Yeah, we went to this little small hole in the wall coastal town, and they don't have like big grocery stores, so
Yeah, all they had was a Dollar General.
this was
Which
when I ever went
surprisingly,
there. Was well stocked.
those things are like, I don't know if it's universal or if it really goes off of like geography where it's at. But that thing had like from cheese sticks to
They had some good
steaks.
quality stuff. Yeah, like
It was
it was well stocked.
yeah. They had wine.
We could have cooked probably almost any meal there.
Oh yeah, easily.
Yeah, I mean, and sometimes Sarah's in my brain for food. We're quite the foodies, so maybe they don't have everything we'd ever want to make, but we would be just fine.
Yeah.
Being able to have things from that store.
Yep. Okay, baby, I'm gonna go to the store.
Okay. Do you want to take him and leave him in the truck with you? No.
He'll be quiet when I'm gone.
Hopefully. Okay.
Yeah, hopefully. I can take him and leave him in the truck.
Okay.
Make it easier for you.
Come on. Up. Let's see how he does up here.
Okay. Lori said, I used to shop there before she went grocery shopping or to the drugstore.
Oh. Do you... I can't get him.
Remy.
I have a hot thing in my hand.
I understand.
Come on.
Come here.
Over here. He thinks that you're gonna... Come on. Up the stairs. Up the stairs. Up the stairs. Okay. Sit. Yeah. Go ahead and go.
You good? Okay.
I love you. Love you too.
Is there anything else you would like?
I can't think of anything really off the top of my head. Do we have enough Diet Coke?
No, I'm gonna get some of that. And I'm gonna get I have cash.
Okay.
So I'll be back. If you need me, call me, okay?
All right, love you. Love you. Be careful, please.
Yes, I will.
Remy hears sirens outside. It's driving him crazy. His head keeps whipping back and forth. He doesn't know what to do.
Wait, I have fries in the air fryer. I can't leave.
She forgot she had fries in there. She almost left. How much longer? Oh, the detail on this is crazy. I've never done anything this detailed before. Ever. It's funny how I can do this, but I can't like put the original lines on it. Well, I can. They just don't look good. This little heart's beating 90 miles an hour thinking you're going to put him in his kennel.
I'm not doing that to you, buddy.
Yeah, well, wiener dogs have to have a lot of support with their back. So we try to have we try to have like stairs on high things for him to go down. But we use that term for like everything now when we want him to go up something. It's less confusing for him. So like if I tell him, you know, upstairs, he means that he knows that means come up here to me. Also, or he knows that he needs to go up the stairs to the bed or the. You feel like this is different than watching some color? Or do you feel like it's the same? I'm so thankful that you have a CPAP because you need one, lady. Yes, you do want to be very careful if you do get one because they have zero fear. Zero fear. They're like literal toddlers that have no fear. Like the toddlers, you know, when they go through that phase where they're climbing on everything and you swear they're monkeys or something because they're just like climbing from bookcases and stuff. They have that type of mentality, but they also are very loving and very kind, but they just have zero fear and just jumps off of anything because they're small. They think, oh, it's not that far, but their backs cannot handle it. It is scary. They're very territorial. They love their owners very much. Remy? Hold on, guys. I think our dog sees something. Are you still here?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought this was a dog.
Yeah, I can't leave.
Oh. I was calling Remy's name.
Couldn't even hear you out there over the machine.
Mm.
Yeah. So fun. It's so great.
What do you like about it?
I love the contrast of the wood burn against the white and the dimension that it brings it.
Going over this feels like diamond art to me. The way diamond art feels. Tedious.
Mm.
But satisfying at the same time. So it's like diamond art. Like I get that same thing from diamond art.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really struggling with my camera position tonight.
Okay. Can I help with something?
I don't know.
Well, that looks good.
But it's so bright. You can't even see in there. And I've tried like every which way.
If we take the top
Take
one,
this one off.
that looks better.
It's super dark in here. Can you turn the light on?
Yeah, I can do that.
A fruit plate with cottage cheese, chicken noodle soup with no taste, and saltine orange Gatorade. Interesting that they're giving you Gatorade. So they want you to have electrolytes. Interesting. Interesting.
Is that better?
I don't know. I mean, it's better for them. I don't know. Ask.
Does the screen look better for everyone? They said I could order whatever I want.
Oh. Heaven. You can ask for snacks too. They'll bring you like graham crackers and.
They said it looks good on their end.
Is this better? What time is it?
7-Eleven. Everyone says yes, and Michelle said definitely I'll ask for snacks for tomorrow.
Don't be afraid to tell me like I'm off camera or you can't see, you want a different. Please help me because I have a hard time seeing. Which is probably a little confusing considering I'm sitting here looking at this. I think it's weird that this is this way.
Yeah, it's a little funky, isn't it?
It is funky. It's probably designed to go like this.
Oh, probably. Really hot.
The heat coming off this is nuts.
Off the device?
Yeah, it's hurting me.
Do we need like a better grip stitch for you?
Yeah, I just don't know what that is because it comes with. And this would be fine if it wasn't sticky.
Okay.
Mhm. I'm sure you have ideas, right?
I do. Robin said I couldn't get enough of my grandkids after yesterday, so I called and had them come over and spend the day with me today.
I love it.
Oh, that's so great.
Oh my goodness.
Michelle said, do you ever show your face? If not, it's just a question.
Sure. I have. I I have no problem showing my face. I have had no problem showing. There's plenty of social media out there with me on there. Probably mostly see that on TikTok though. Um, I have a condition with my eyes that when I look at something, my eyelids close. When I, how do I explain it, Sarah?
When you look straight ahead.
Not straight ahead. When I'm processing, when I'm taking in information, when somebody talks to me, um, I immediately my eyes will start to flutter and then they want to close and then I can't open them. And including the camera. So it's very difficult for me to appear on camera because I can't like look at the camera. Um, so I stopped doing that a couple years ago. But I don't care about being on camera. I'm not like one of those people that doesn't want to show my face or anything. There's plenty of it out there with me on it. And yeah, don't worry. Ask anything.
Michelle said, Robin, your grandkids are getting big. Robin goes, they are, Michelle. I learned a couple weeks ago that Demetrius is an advanced reader, second to third grade level. So when they were here today, I downloaded some books to his Kindle for him to read.
Oh,
That's so great.
being a grandma is like the best ever. You get to like love on them, send them home. And it's like, like a different maybe type joy, right? You like love your kids and stuff, but that's the things that your kids created. So it's like this extra special place in your heart for them.
Grandbaby number 12.
12 babies? God, that's so special. I think of what that tree looks like. What a special thing to be a part of. It's exciting. Appreciate you coming here and sharing it with us. Like we all need some joy. Like the condition I have with my eyes is a neurological condition. And so I don't get to control when it happens. It's always happening. I get treatments in my eyelids every 3 months. Maybe I could do it if I timed it right. Sometimes I don't know. Do you think that I could handle it if I timed my eye treatments? Like do like a live where they can see me.
I think so. If the lighting and everything is right.
I think that's the hard part. Is that I basically live in the dark. Like I would have to wear a special color of glasses. Like I'm supposed to be wearing like these rose colored glasses all the time inside the house. It helps neutralize the UVs. UVs are really, really, really difficult on my eyes.
Hold this for just a moment.
Yes.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. But I'm called, like, call me functionally blind. They call me that. How do I say that? They call it
It's considered functionally blind?
blind.
I don't know. Lay down. Lay down.
Michelle, what do you think about this so far? Do you like it at all? I'll be happy to keep it if you don't. I like it. it it's just gonna get better because once I can start defining the characters, the shading changes.
Is there a reason why you start from the bottom with this versus the top? Does it matter?
Because it's easier to see on camera.
Mm.
Because normally in a picture, I avoid the holy heck out of it.
Yeah.
It is so hot right there. Ooh.
Lay down. 7:23.
Okay.
This is Chick-fil-A sauce.
Oh, so good. So, Michelle, I will continue to work on this off camera and see how far I can get. My goal is to see if I can get this all wood burn tonight. So I might hop over to TikTok if any of you want to come over there with me tonight so I can put my music on and jam out and get this taken care of tonight so that I can move on to the watercolor with you guys tomorrow because I'm going to have to, finish it up quickly to get onto it. I would like to get it to Michelle very soon. That's my goal. So I've got like maybe a little over 30 minutes left here tonight. And then, Lori, are you going live tonight? No, you are only going once a week. That's right.
No begging. You lay down. Laura said good answer, lol.
What was the answer?
About how you start the page, probably.
Oh,
Or I think.
well, I don't know why.
Makes sense. Why you
I think it's easier to get this up here than trying to like move over the page when I'm on camera.
Mm.
What's this big of a?
Mm-hmm.
Because this is a bigger than traditional paper size. I think it's like a 12 or 11 something by I think 9.
Definitely bigger than the coloring book.
Mm-hmm. I mean, from here to here is the coloring, so you can see, from here to here is the coloring book. Like this is literally the page. It cuts off right there. So it's that much wider and it's longer by this much on the top and the bottom. So it's a lot more to manage. It doesn't seem like it is, but it is more to manage.
Michelle said, I'm all hooked up, baby. I feel like Darth Vader or maybe Purple Vader.
Ah, hey, don't mess with the Darth Vader club. I'm thankful for mine. I actually know that it helps me feel better. And I have less chances of dying in my sleep.
Keely goes, "May the force be with you, Michelle."
Oh, goodness.
And Lori said yes to the starting point. Why you start where you start.
Mm. Oh, I'm excited about this. It's really going to be cute. I'm starting to imagine where the colors will go.
Right. That's awesome. Keely asks if this is the first night you'll be using it, Michelle.
Mine doesn't really even make noise. I mean, it does, right? It whispers like super soft. But when it's on right, I don't really have that much noise. You just feel the air coming out, right?
Yeah. Sometimes it's like I'm sitting in a vortex.
With the air coming out?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's probably really annoying if you're going to sleep that close to somebody.
Mhm.
But in general, if you're just sharing room with somebody, they're so much more quiet than they ever have been.
Mm. This is Michelle's third night using it.
Ooh, you're actually going to start feeling better then. Look at you go. Fall on the path already. You just got like 18 more days of doing it to create a habit. You got this, Michelle. I'm excited. I'm excited that you're going to be able to have all these opportunities to like get on the right track. Sometimes just not knowing how is the hardest part.
Jordan?
Not that not knowing how, but like having that support to do it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Michelle, is it as bad as you thought it would be? Okay, Ruger.
Oh my goodness.
Literally makes him sound like he's some sort of deprived dog.
Mm-hmm.
And he is not. He's so spoiled and so loved. He will demand to come sit and lay on my lap. Tell me I'm wrong, Sarah.
So true.
And 150 pounds just plops down on me like he loves me and I love him, okay?
Yeah. Oh, Michelle said no.
No what?
Not as scary.
No.
And then Keely said you'll be feeling tons better with the CPAP machine and rehab and all the new things that than you felt 3 weeks ago. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, you're gonna come out feeling like superstar.
Sleep apnea, CHF, and pneumonia. Have they found anything else, Michelle?
Yeah, that's a good question. Make sure you make them. These doctors these days, I've got some stories recently on some seriously bad bed side manner. Oh, he's getting mad. He's putting attitude into that kennel. We don't have puppies. We dogs. We have full blown toddler children. That stage where they just throw fits and whine all the time. I'm stuck in that stage with my dogs.
Mm-hmm.
I went through this with kids already. This is tough. I think it's harder on me now than it was then. Because I just can't get up and go deal with it, you know? Like, I can only get up and down so many times a day.
Yeah.
I find it interesting that she drew her dress so far in here.
Yeah. Yeah. I had to like triple take when I.
No, I've gone over it like 4 times.
Yeah.
Like, am I really sure? Like, I'm up against this round thing. I see why she did it because she wanted that there. And yes, it works, but it is like drawing that is very unnatural.
Michelle said, nope, started with CHF. Tested for everything else, all negative.
Is this a dumb question, but what did she get the pneumonia from? Did she have the pneumonia? Or did it develop? What happened?
The heart failure increases your risk for pneumonia.
Mm-hmm. So how do you know you're having heart failure? I guess what I'm asking is when we were on her live the other day and she was struggling so bad, like what were we witnessing? Was that the heart failure or the pneumonia or both? What were we experiencing? I mean, Sarah takes the calls for this stuff all the time and dispatches them, so she has the answers. I just wondered did you have pneumonia symptoms or did that develop after? Or did you have like walking pneumonia type symptoms and you didn't know that you had pneumonia? I'm just trying to figure out like how.
So like the fast breathing and the shortness of breath.
Yeah. Son of a biscuit eater, that was hot.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just really hot.
The shortness of breath, those are huge ones. But also like you have pain in the chest or phlegm in your cough.
I'll be honest. I'm sorry.
Cough phlegm?
Yeah, I know. I understand what the symptoms of pneumonia are, and I understand that. But like,
that's heart failure symptoms.
Is pneumonia symptoms?
No, what I was just telling you is symptoms for heart failure.
Oh, she was definitely doing that. But when did they develop? When did they decide she had pneumonia? Before or now?
It'd be after.
So did she develop the pneumonia after that happened to her?
It's not like that was the first incident of heart failure. Like it's something that you probably have.
She's been dealing with.
And it develops, and it got to the point where there was too much fluid in the lungs that it turned into pneumonia.
Got it. That's nuts.
Robin said she thinks it presents differently for some people because with her, she had severe edema.
So swelling. So were you having like pain in your chest at all? No pain at all. It's such a trip. Our hearts can be just shutting down. So heart failure is going to be different than a heart attack, feeling wise.
100%. You're okay.
2025 has been a really rough year for us already, my friends, and I'm hoping we can just keep it going better. Let's focus on some good things. Let's do good with this time and energy we do have. Let's build a super awesome coloring community where we care about each other and the fact that our friend Michelle was sick and we didn't even know it. However, I will say that when Sarah first met Michelle, she asked me, is she going through something? Because she looks like she might be sick. So to Sarah, you had already had symptoms. My mom has no pain. Very different than a heart attack. Understood. I have a condition that affects my heart, but I know they say it doesn't cause permanent damage. It's just uncomfortable to live with.
Did you see Robin's comment, or do you want me to read it to you?
Go ahead.
I think so. Just because some of us live with CHF and lead pretty normal lives until it becomes to the point when treated at home is no longer effective. Kind of tapping into Lori's comment. And Keely said, are you still wearing your heart monitor, Jess?
Yeah, I have mine on still. I have I think 2.5 weeks left still.
And Lori said, yes, she had nurses twice a day for 2 hours each giving IV, and then they had to stop because of dehydration.
When I was in the hospital this last year, they didn't know what was wrong with me. And they were there monitoring me for a stroke, which I didn't have. So they didn't hook me up to IVs at first. And I was like, could you please give me an IV because I would love to be hydrated. And they thought I was crazy. And literally every single time I ever get an IV, I am so much better. Once I'm done with my heart monitor, they'll tell me if I will be able to do IV treatment for hydration if that's needed. My body's chronically dehydrated.
Robin said, oh wow, Lori, my cardiologist told me not to take Lasix for more than 3 days in a row. Take a break, then resume it when necessary. Lori said she's still taking them, just oral double dose. It's so interesting how we're all humans and we all have similar anatomy or
We're only
biological makeup, right? Organs and all that. And treatments can be so different for each person.
Well, and also on top of that, your physician's perspective might be different on it than a different one. And it's really important to, I watch a lot of things on how to advocate for yourself as a patient because some of the things I'm dealing with can look very see-through, and be labeled and so how do you advocate for yourself without pissing off your doctor because they like to know everything? And one of them had said, make sure that you understand what your doctor is, what they're testing you up against. So like if the test was bunny sack hopping, right? Like how big should your bunny sack be? What are they going to consider that, as a legal mark? Should it be at your waist or do you have to hold it all the way up to your chest when you jump?
Mm-hmm.
If your bag falls down past your knees, are you disqualified? So there's standards in the bunny sack jumping. And so each doctor has their own set of stuff that they are also measuring, and not understanding what your doctor is measuring will decide on your therapy.
Yeah.
And I've learned that a lot lately in my own what the heck is wrong with me? Why can't I open up my eyes, Um and so I've had plenty of doctors that have literally looked at me like I have no clue what's wrong with you. And so you have to understand who are getting a test. What is that doctor when they get the results back? What part of the test was important to them?
Keely said, Jess, just curious. Sometimes you talk about liquid IV. Now, what is that, if you don't mind me asking?
It's just like it's like Gatorade on crack.
Yeah, so it comes in powder form, and Costco carries it. Excuse me, you can find it on Amazon as well. And it's literally just a whole bunch. I say a whole bunch, but it has like electrolytes and all of that in it. Not the best flavored stuff, but
No, it's not. It actually has a slimy texture to it too. I don't like that. Well, that's not its fault, probably. That's probably my fault. Because, like Sarah was just explaining, Gatorade tastes different to us when we're dehydrated versus not being as dehydrated. It is like Pedialyte, but it's 3 times as strong as your normal electrolyte fluid. So I usually drink half my packet in the morning and then half at night. When I wake up in the morning,
sometimes you have to have 2 of them a day.
Sometimes I have to have 2 of them a day. Average person should probably have maybe less than, you guys will know better because you're heart patients, but less than like 100 milligrams a day of sodium. And I should probably have somewhere between 1,000 and 5,000 a day. I don't care for it, period. I like the original better. She got a mango one and also a original like Gatorade type flavor. And I'm not big on that type of flavor, but I have to do it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. But we ran into somebody that has the same condition as I do. Or
she was saying to try Buoy.
Buoy, that's what it was called. And that it tastes better, that it works better. I should call the nurse because I forgot to take out my teeth. I did that. Oh.
The strawberry one, Robin, is decent.
That's how I feel, Lori. Blue is my favorite too. And it's funny because I get my mom to drink it too, and I'll ask her, did you drink your blue water today? And be careful. Those of you that are listening, okay? None of us are giving advice. We're only speaking about our own experience and our own stuff. Don't go out there and start overhydrating or over giving yourself electrolytes. That is not healthy, and you will reap consequences from it.
Yeah. Robin, I was saying the strawberry one was pretty good. I enjoyed it. Keely says, I like Powerade Zero, the light blue one.
We got that
Yes,
too.
I love Powerade.
Powerade's, so far tasting wise, Powerade's the best taste.
Yeah, I enjoy Powerade over Gatorade.
Mm-hmm.
We flip between the two for whatever's like
Whatever's
the
on
best sale.
They're not cheap, right? And when you have to do it,
we buy the little 12-ounce ones, the tiniest.
So I have to have, basically, if I don't have enough electrolytes in me, my blood doesn't create volume and it won't hold on to water throughout my body. So I can drink every single river in this world and it will literally just like fall out of me. Literally. I just will go pee for days. But if I put the right amount of sodium in my body, then my body can hang on to the fluids and function better. And then my body doesn't try to attack organs and things in my body. That's basically what's going on with my body. That I'm chronically dehydrated. It's like when I wake up in the morning, I feel like I'm living in the Sahara Desert and that the sun is shining on me and I'm dying. When I go to bed at night, I'm so exhausted as if the Sahara Desert is shining on me and I'm dying. Electrolytes now. I have electrolyte powder that is in the Purin is needed to my body is less sore, like cramp wise. I notice because I'm absorbing more. Yeah. That might be something I talk to my doctors about. That is your sodium limitation. Because I know if you're a heart patient, right, you have to really watch your sodium consumption. Is that right? That's what I know it to be. So I don't know if it's true. Biolights are great, and I like electrolyte. And my husband drinks the other time, but the citrus biolights are my favorite. Oh, okay. Comments before Robin's my sodium limits. Us older ladies also have to take into consideration menopause and all that. 100%. It's like you don't know if your body's dying or we're just getting old. You know? Jeez. Does he have any idea that he could go on forever and it's not going to change his situation? It was just so satisfying to trace this little brush. That's so cute. There's IV in the bottle. Oh, liquid IV in the bottle? Sarah reason why we got the little packets because Sarah likes tumblers like so much. She's addicted to having one like with her all the time. Or some kind of like thing. Like right now at her job, I made her a ceramic tumbler with the little sippy cup type. I don't know what you call them. And she keeps that at work right now, but she normally has a tumbler with her all the time.
Oh, we'll have to look into that, Amy.
That they come pre.
Is the only medical grade hydration drink to have the same amount of electrolytes as an IV bag. Helps fight nausea, headaches, etc.
Oh, I get nauseous like some other. I'm battling nausea almost all the time.
That's good to know, Amy. Thank you.
I'll go through stages where like I can't eat for days. Like I barely could take a couple bites. And then whenever like the flare lifts, I eat like I want to eat like I'm going crazy. It's insane. So and back to Keely and the whole menopause thing. I don't even know what that looks like for me and my family because the only two relatives that I know had gone through menopause actually so early in their 30s. And I'm past my 30s and I'm still a normal kind of a gal. What if I happen to sneeze right now? Oh, it's fine. Just try not to get snot anywhere. And if not, you just wipe it out. It'll fly off. Do you have the little pillow kind in your nose or is it on your face? That's funny. Man, see, Keely, she makes me laugh. She makes me laugh. Like, I'm just envisioning her over there. I love that Michelle literally like thinks out loud. She just whatever's in there, she just processes it and then spits it out. She doesn't like care what people are gonna like. I wonder if they're gonna be crazy if I ask that. No, she just asks, and I freaking love it.
She has it over nose and mouth.
Okay, so you have probably the same one I have.
No, hers goes over the mouth too.
I'm not gonna do that. But that's too much for me. Can you add a face mask?
Or just lift the mask up and sneeze and put it back down?
Yeah, you can just lift it off. If you just lift it off and sneeze, you can put it back on. They're going to know that you did it, but nobody should be coming running into you. Premenopause at the same time as my mom did. Oh, yeah, I think that's normal. They say, and I don't know, Keely, but perimenopause is what you go through before actual menopause starts. Like however your mom, her birth story probably reflects similar to yours. That's what I've always been told. And it did. Like my mom had horrible labors, I had horrible labors. But I started my period when I was 9. I was barely 9 years old. And then I started going through menopause when I was 25. And then it randomly stopped. Very strange. I have a very strange cycle, all that stuff. It's like bizarre. And yes, we're talking about this stuff as we color because we're just a real people group.
Robin said, Michelle, would do like if I needed to sneeze or drink water, I would just pull it away from my face for that quick second or two.
Yeah.
And Michelle said, you want to pick?
You want to pick?
Like, do you want a picture?
Yeah, let's do it. Are you gonna be able to take a picture and also do all that stuff?
We have 3 minutes.
We are almost up for time tonight. I hope everybody is ready for their Monday. And remember what your high of the day is and try to stay focused on that. And what else can we say before we go? I'll be here tomorrow night at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time doing the watercolor portion of this. What else? Anything else?
I don't think so. You'll be fine solo.
Yeah, I'll be by myself tomorrow night. Sarah has to work. She's got to go be a real adult. She doesn't get to play in the sandbox anymore.
Nope.
I'll be here waiting for you, though.
Yes.
Every
And
time you show up, I'll be
I will
here.
hurry back. I must have burnt my tongue yesterday at some point because it's tender.
No flavor.
Yeah,
Oh, it's tender.
It's so tender.
Yes. Good night, everybody. Thank you for
Good
being
night,
here
everyone.
again.
Thank you. Sleep well, hydrate, take care of yourselves.
Yeah, that's the lesson of tonight. Let's hydrate.
Oh, thank you, Lori. I'll miss everyone as well.
Send it to Instagram.
I'll try to join in on the comments, but I can't guarantee anything.
I'm gonna wait to see her picture.
Michelle, did you want us to show it with the group?
Do you want us to show everyone?
She said yes.
Alrighty. On the double.
Robin said, good night all. Yes, hydrate. And for those of us who need the mask, wear the mask.
I'll put your mask on. I'm listening too, Robin. I have a hard time forcing myself sometimes, but masking it is.
There's Amy's. Two of them.
Oh, Amy, I see your palm mark. Maybe we're like kindred sisters somehow, you know? What makes that happen to people?
Oh my goodness. That's a full force one.
A full mask. You life on her forehead and everything. Oh, sorry. That's extreme. That's a trooper. Hey, just so you know, there are tons of masks.
Yeah.
You don't have to do all that. You can just go on one that has just over your nose and you can breathe and slightly talk. Don't do that to yourself. That's awful. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, Michelle. I need to come over there and like be your health advocate because I kick people into gear. I piss people
Maybe
off.
she likes that style.
She's saying, how does she even use it? She can't even like take her mouth off. Are you defending her? What did I do wrong?
Nothing. Your eyes look so much better, Michelle.
Yeah, you're looking pretty good. I'm glad to see that you are able to have enough of a sense of humor to show your mask. I love that about Michelle. She's just such a raw, good human.
Michelle says, come, you're welcome.
I would if I could, friend. Absolutely would.
All right, everybody, have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow night.
See you tomorrow. Toodles, my noodles.